Hello, my name is Alan. Today I'm gonna talk about how to survive until you can leave. And this is a topic I've been thinking about all the time. So imagine one situation. Have you ever reached Sunday morning and already felt tired because morning was coming? People often say, if you hate your job, just quit. But reality and the real life is usually more complicated. You can't just quit. You may have a mortgage, family responsibility, visa restriction, or no clear alternative. Leaving immediately could create even more stress. So, what can you do when you hate your job but cannot leave? So, in this video, I summarized 6 steps we will go through to address this situation. These steps can help you prepare and gradually build your way out. So, I think overall there are 2 goals. One, protect your life now. Another, build your way out. So, let's talk about our first step. Understand what you actually hate. The useful idea comes from job demand resources theory. Is that every job has demands such as workload, office politics, difficult relationship, emotional pressure, and a lack of control. So it also produces resources such as income, flexibility, supportive colleagues, useful experience, and opportunities to learn. It's a trade-off overall, but in this research, it suggests that when job demands remain high for a long time, they gradually consume our physical, emotional, and mental energy. And job resources can reduce some of the pressure and support motivation. So you should ask yourself 2 questions. What exactly is draining me? What is this job still giving me? You may discover that you do not hate the entire profession. You may just hate your manager, the workplace culture, and the workload, as well as the lack of freedom. Some problem may be reduced, others may show that you eventually need to leave. So let's jump into the second step. Stop letting the job occupy your whole life. When you hate your job, it can follow you home, right? You replay conversation during dinner, you think about your emails before sleeping. One bad meeting can even ruin your whole night. So, in this paper, researchers identify 4 important recovery experiences: detachment, relaxation, mastery, and control. Psychological detachment means mentally switching off from work. Relaxation means allowing your mind and body to calm down. Mastery means doing something outside work that helps you learn and improve. Control means having some freedom over how you spend your personal life. So this research found that these recovery experiences were associated with better well-being and life satisfaction. Low psychological detachment was also related to exhaustion, sleep problem, and health complaints. So, create a clear ending to your workday is really important. You can write down tomorrow's tasks, close your computer, turn off work notification if possible, then begin your personal time. And then the third step, change what you can control. You may be unable to change the whole organization, but you may be able to make the job slightly less damaging. That's obvious. Research calls this job crafting. So, for example, you could group unpleasant tasks into one period instead of allowing them to interrupt your entire day. You could reduce unnecessary perfectionism. You could spend more time with supportive colleagues and less time with people who create conflict and gossip. You could also focus on tasks that develop useful skills for your future. The goal is to use the limited control you still have. You do not need to repair the whole organization. Any extra effort should improve your daily experience, help you prepare for your next step, or achieve both. Number 4. Build your exit through small experiments. Many people remain stuck because they wait for complete clarity. They want to know exactly what career is right, which is impossible, whether they will succeed, and whether they will regret leaving. Complete certainty rarely happens before action. So in this research, it suggests that professional transitions often involve 3 steps. So firstly, observe people in roles that interest you. Be friends with them and ask them, what do you actually do every day? What skills do you need? How did you enter this field? Next, you can run a very small experiment. Take a short course, start a side project, create a portfolio, speak to someone in this industry, apply for a few positions, and observe the response. Then evaluate the experience. Did you enjoy the actual activity? What skills were missing? Did it give you energy? Could you imagine doing it regularly? So you do not need to choose your permanent future immediately. You need to realistic possibility that you can begin testing. Number 5. Search carefully, not desperately. When people become desperate to escape, they sometimes apply for everything. A large review of job search research found that greater search intensity was associated with more interviews and job offers. However, sending more applications did not ultimately lead to a better quality job. Goal, clarity, and the quality of the search process also mattered. So, define what you are moving forward. What kind of job do you want? Which working conditions matter to you? Which problems from your current job must not appear in the next one? Then, turn your exit into a weekly system. You can learn one useful skill, contact one person, complete one application, review what you learned. One meaningful action every week is more useful than thinking about living every day without taking any action. Number 6. Know when to leave. Preparing carefully does not mean staying forever. If the job begins to seriously damage your health, relationship, safety, or ability to build a future, you may have reached your red line. So at this point, you may need to speed up your exit plan and seek support if necessary. So in summary, in this video, a job you hate can make you feel powerless. Even when you cannot leave today, you can still protect your energy, reclaim your personal life, and begin creating alternatives. There are 2 goals. Protect your life now, build your way out. Your resignation may happen on one particular day. The real exit begins much earlier. It begins with one conversation, one application, one new skill, or one small experiment. So ask yourself, what can I do this week that make living easier in the future? Thank you for watching. I'm Alan, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.